Hey guys, how you doing? Wale FX here. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. Today I just want to talk about the break and retest strategy, which is a very easy strategy in forex. And if you're a beginner trader, this is a strategy that you can start out with, and it's very easy to trade. And the win rate for this strategy is actually very high, more than 80%. Okay, and if you add in other indicators for you to take in a trade, then your win rate would increase significantly up to about 95%. Okay, and this break and retest strategy is basically how it sounds. It's just a break of market structure, break of um resistance level or support level and a retest of it, or a break of a trend line and a retest of it. Okay, so just to give you an example of a break and retest strategy. Once you have this a trend line, for example, an upward going trend line, and you have this price moving in making a higher high and higher lows, higher high and higher lows, and suddenly breaks the trend line. Okay, so the break and retest strategy is just you basically waiting for price to retest that trend line, looking for buy opportunities at this trend line here and taking it to the upside. Okay, so that this is basically the break and retest of a trend line. Okay, so it can be in an upward trend line like this, or a break and retest of a downward trend line where price is making lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows, and all of a sudden breaks the downward trend line, comes back to retest it, giving you an opportunity to look for buy entries around there. So you have to wait for a back confirmation and you take your trade to the upside. Okay, so this is basically break and retest of um, the trend line. So it can be used very easily by beginner traders, and the win rate is very high. Um, the other way to use the break and retest strategy is when you're talking about support and resistance level. Okay, so if you have this resistance level here, for example, and you have price making higher highs and higher lows, and price gets up to this resistance, you're waiting for a break of this level, price comes back down to test it, you wait for your buy signals around here, and you take your entry to the upside. Okay, so that's basically the break and retest of this resistance level, and the same thing can apply when it comes to a support level as well. So assuming this is your support level, price forming lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs until it gets to the support level. Price eventually breaks it, comes back to test it, gives a bearish signal over here, and you take your trade back down to the downside. Okay, so this is a very easy strategy. The only thing there is that you need to be able to know how to plot a very good resistance or support level, and very good trend lines as well. So if you're able to identify good resistance and support level, and you're able to draw good trend lines, which I have videos for, the link in the description, um, you would be able to use this strategy effectively, as it has a very win rate, and it's very easy for beginner traders to use as well. So I'll be giving you just a quick example in the charts. All right. Okay, so now to the charts. As we can see from the chart, we can plot our trend line from here to here. You can see it's an upward trend line, and price is making higher highs and higher lows. And when price got to trend line, price broke this trend line. Okay, to the downside, came back to retest it and gave us a signal to sell, and we took the trade to the downside. Okay, so this is a basic example of the break and retest strategy using a trend line. Very easy. When price got here, what we did was to wait for this bearish candle to form, take our entries from around there. Okay, stop loss just below the candlestick, and you take profits. Can be here, take profit one just around this level here, take profit two here, and take profit three down here. So a risk to reward ratio of 3:1, very good trade. if you had seen this trade, you could have capitalized on it. Okay. So let's look for another example of the break and retest strategy. Okay. So we can easily plot our trend line here. This is not a very clear one, but sometimes you will encounter this in the markets as well, where price came back down, broke this trend line, came back up to test it by forming this strong bullish candle, and came back forming this engulfing candle. So if you had seen this trade, you will have taken your trade after the formation of this engulfing candle, stop loss just above here, and you take profits just around this support level over here. So giving us a very nice trade. All right. So let's look for an example for the break and retest of a support level, a support or resistance level. Okay. Let me see if I can see a good example for you guys. Okay. Okay. So with this level, you can see from here that this is a resistance level here. Okay. Price has tested this level several times. So price coming from here, tested the level, bounced off it, came back down, bounced off this level, came back, bounced off it, started forming a higher high, okay, and a higher low. And price broke out of this resistance level, came back to test it, forming this engulfing candle here, and price continued to the upside. Okay, so this is what we're talking about when there is a change in price of structure, because structure was moving in a range, then suddenly started forming more of a higher high and a higher low. As you can see from here, this higher low formation here, then price came to break the resistance level, came back to retest it, form this engulfing candle, and you'll be able to take your trade to the upside. So this is basically what a break and retest strategy is. It's just a break of resistance to support level or a trend line and a retest of it, and looking for your entry opportunities around the retest. It's a very easy strategy. It is a strategy that I use most of the time, and I suggest that it's a strategy that you can use and adapt as well. You can try back testing strategy for yourself. You don't really need any other indicators. Just go through the strategy, back test as many pairs as possible, and using as many time frames as possible as well, and find one that is most suitable for you, and you realize how profitable this strategy is. So I hope this video has been very helpful for you. If it has, please leave a like and subscribe, and I would see you in the next video. Peace.